Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your November is off to a good start. I hope you've changed your clocks around your house because the summer daylight saving time is over, and so is the baseball season with a very happy ending for people who live in Los Angeles. All right, so what's going on in this class? Math 100, you've just taken your test, your second test has been graded, and you should have your score posted, and you should have your current overall percentage available on in Canvas as well. All right, so you have basically finished the first 10 weeks now. We have 6 more weeks to go this semester because your final will be on December 10th or so. And so just 6 more weeks and possibly your very last mathematics course, unfortunately or fortunately, will be over. Hopefully you will have a successful completion at that point. All right, so let's see what's happening this week in your Math 100 class. All right, so you just finished test number 2, and if you did take this test on time, then your test has been graded. And I put comments for each problem whenever I needed to say something, especially if you got a problem wrong. Usually you will see my feedback for that problem. So pay attention to that, so you will not make the same mistake once if you ever see a similar problem on your final. All right, what's coming up this week is, and hopefully, that was supposed to be done on Tuesday. And so in the last half of this past week, you have had a chance to study lesson 15 on linear and exponential growth. And the worksheet has to do with like 3 doubling problems. You have hopefully read about the magic penny and starting a religious thought or something yourself, and what happens if you can double your membership every year and so on. It is an incredible story, by the way. I think you should really pay attention and think of all the implications of doubling, including the number of coronavirus cases, not just in the United States, but all over the world. All right, so lesson 15 is really appropriate, especially in days like today, exponential growth as opposed to linear growth, okay? And so your worksheet is due, worksheet 15 is due November 2nd, which is tomorrow, Monday. So this coming week, you have 2 more lessons to do. Lesson 16 on logarithmic scale. This is the second half of chapter 6. And then later on, you should also look at lesson number 17. This is the beginning of a new chapter, and the chapter is chapter 7. Which has to do with mathematics and fine arts. So in lesson 17, you will be doing some studies with art, especially during the Renaissance time. Something happened in art, and this is really called the techniques or principles of perspective. That's what you'll be learning in lesson 17. Okay, so these 2 lessons, 16 and 17, are what you need to be doing this coming week. I have just formed the new study groups, so you should have your new study groups, and those are really for student-to-student interaction as you work on these worksheets and do your homework, and make sure that you reach out and help each other out. My office hours are, as usual, Monday and Thursday from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. However, this coming Thursday, I may have to change that. If I do have to change my office hours because of my required meetings and so on, I will let you know if anything changes. All right, and then one more thing I want to pay attention, call your attention to in Canvas is toward the end, after you have test number 3, which is on November 24th. And by the way, this test is going to be happening right before Thanksgiving. All right, and like right before Thanksgiving. And then you will have a course project, but I want you to start thinking of this course project. You have a description here, and this will explain to you, what I'm expecting from your course project. There's a video to explain the course project, and then there are some sample projects from students who have taken this class before. And basically, the project has two parts. One is the written part, and one is the presentation part, which we will normally have in the classroom, except we can't this semester. So we will. I will probably have you record yourself and send me a video link or the video itself. But anyway, this is not due until December 3rd, but it's good to start thinking about what you want to do for your project. And I will give you more information later. All right, so I think that's about it. And some of you did very well on test two. Some of you did not do so well. That's okay. Just do your best and try your best to keep up with the homework and other activities of this course. And if you at any time, face sort of unexpected challenges or unexpected, unforeseeable circumstances, please let me know, and I can try to help you. Get some sort of accommodations so that you can be successful in this course. All right. So I hope you will continue to do well, and I will talk to you later. Okay. See you. Bye.